Have you ever felt like everything is falling apart? Like no matter how hard you try, the world keeps throwing punches and you're not sure how many more you can take? What do you do when life doesn't play fair? When people betray you, opportunities vanish and failure seems to echo louder than success? This isn't just your story, it's the human story. And there's a timeless philosophy built for these very moments, Stoicism. Before we dive into the mindset that has helped warriors, philosophers, and modern legends conquer hardship, take a second, subscribe. If you're on a journey of self-mastery, growth, and transformation, this channel is here to guide you through the storm. Let's talk about what to do when things get hard. 1. Life will test you. Learn to respond, not react. Life doesn't ask for your permission before it changes course. One moment, everything is familiar. The next, you're dealing with a crisis, heartbreak, or setback you never saw coming. That's the nature of existence, unpredictable, indifferent, and often harsh. But while we cannot dictate the events that unfold around us, we always hold the power to choose how we respond to them. This is the essence of Stoicism. The quiet, disciplined art of mastering yourself, not your circumstances. Picture yourself as a sailor in a storm. The waves are massive. The wind is howling. The sky darkens with every minute. You can't control the storm, but you can adjust your sail. You can steer your vessel with purpose, even while the world seems to be falling apart. That's what the Stoics believed. You don't control the external world. You control how you navigate it. Far too often, we waste our energy on things we cannot change. We obsess over the opinions of others, the state of the economy, the behavior of strangers. We carry the weight of past mistakes and the anxiety of a future we haven't even lived yet. In doing so, we rob ourselves of peace and presence. Epictetus, the former slave turned Stoic philosopher, said it simply: "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Your power lies within. In how you react to adversity, in the meaning you assign to pain, in your ability to pause, reflect, and choose a wise response instead of a knee-jerk reaction. Reacting is instinctive. It's fast, emotional, and often destructive. Responding is deliberate. It's calm, thoughtful, and aligned with your principles. Imagine someone insults you publicly. Your immediate reaction might be anger or shame, but take a breath. Ask yourself, is this insult truly harming you, or is it only touching your ego? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." This is power. Not the power of control over others, but over yourself. Every challenge, every insult, every painful moment is a test. Will you react out of fear and ego, or respond with reason and virtue? Will you let external chaos govern your internal peace, or will you remain anchored in what you can control, your values, your choices, your mindset? To live with strength is not to avoid difficulty, it is to move through it with dignity and clarity. When life tests you, and it will, return to this truth. The storm is not yours to calm, but your mind is. The waves will rise. Let them. You were made to endure. You were made to respond. Let go of the illusion of control. Embrace the serenity that comes with accepting reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. This is the first step toward true inner strength. This is Stoic resilience. 2. Pain builds strength if you let it. No one escapes pain. It's the universal experience that connects all of humanity, whether it comes through loss, failure, illness, or betrayal. But pain itself is not the enemy. It is what we do with it that defines who we become. In the eyes of the Stoics, pain is not merely something to be endured. It's a tool, a forge. It's the fire that tempers the steel of the soul. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances. Action, what stands in the way becomes the way." This mindset turns suffering on its head. Instead of asking, "Why me?" the Stoic asks, "What can I learn from this?" Every hardship has the potential to make you stronger if you allow it. Pain can strip away our illusions. It can show us what truly matters. It can wake us up to the fragility of life and the importance of gratitude. But only if we resist the temptation to numb it or run from it. Think of the people you admire, those who radiate resilience, wisdom, or compassion. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison and emerged with dignity and resolve. Viktor Frankl endured the horrors of Auschwitz and gave the world a philosophy rooted in meaning. Even fictional characters like Rocky Balboa inspire us, not because they avoided suffering, but because they embraced it and grew from it. Suffering has a purpose, but that purpose is not automatic. Pain can destroy you if you resist it blindly, if you curse it without reflection. But when you sit with it, listen to it, and let it shape you, that's when transformation begins. Stoicism does not tell you to smile while you're hurting. It does not ask you to pretend everything is okay. What it asks is far deeper: to remain grounded in your values even when the world seems to crumble. To use pain as a stepping stone, not a stopping point. Growth hurts, like a bone resetting after a fracture, like muscles rebuilding after being torn. Real growth requires discomfort. That's not a flaw in life's design. That's life inviting you to evolve. So when the next hardship comes, and it will, don't curse the pain. Learn from it. Ask, what is this moment trying to teach me? The answer may not come immediately, but if you stay open, it will come, and it will shape you in ways comfort never could. You are not broken because you suffer. You are being built. Let that truth guide you through the fire. 3. Take the wheel. No one's coming to save you. There's a truth that hits hard, but once accepted, it sets you free. No one is coming to save you, not your parents, not your boss, not your government, not your partner. You are the author of your life, and only you can write the next chapter. This truth isn't meant to discourage you, it's meant to empower you. Because when you stop waiting for rescue, you start taking responsibility. You stop blaming others, and you start creating change. That's the essence of Stoic self-reliance. We live in a world that often encourages victimhood, pointing fingers, making excuses, shifting blame. But blame is a prison. It locks you into a powerless mindset. Stoicism shatters that mindset with one powerful idea. Take ownership of your thoughts, of your actions, of your life. This doesn't mean you caused every bad thing that's happened to you. But it does mean that how you deal with those things is entirely in your hands. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. When you embrace responsibility, your world changes. Suddenly, every setback becomes a lesson. Every challenge becomes a proving ground. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What can I do with this?" Self-reliance isn't about isolation. It's not about refusing help or denying connection. It's about owning your story. It's about becoming the person you've been waiting for. When you take the wheel, you stop drifting through life. You chart your course, guided by your values, your purpose, and your vision. The Stoic doesn't ask for an easier path. They ask for the strength to walk the one they're on. They don't wait for conditions to be perfect. They take action right here, right now. You have everything you need: the wisdom to reflect, the courage to act, the discipline to persist. The question is, will you step up? Or will you keep hoping someone else will? This is your life. Own it, live it, lead it. 4. Master yourself or be mastered. Emotions are powerful. They shape our perceptions, influence our decisions, and fuel our actions. But when they are left unchecked, they don't just influence us, they control us. Like wild horses, untamed, emotions can pull us in directions we never intended to go. They can make us speak words we later regret, act in ways we never imagined, and sabotage our own peace of mind. This is the truth the Stoics understood centuries ago. If you do not master your emotions, they will master you. Anger, fear, anxiety. These aren't weaknesses. They are natural reactions, evolutionary responses designed to help us survive in a world of danger and uncertainty. But we don't live in the ancient wilderness anymore. In the modern world, we are rarely under physical threat, yet our nervous systems often act as if we are. Someone cuts us off in traffic. Our heart races. A co-worker makes a passive-aggressive remark. We clench our fists. A friend doesn't text us back. Anxiety spirals. In these moments, emotion floods our system, and reason begins to drown. Stoicism teaches us another way. It does not tell us to suppress emotion, to deny our human nature, or to become cold and unfeeling. Instead, it whispers a quiet, enduring truth. Choose calm. Respond. Do not react. Govern your emotions. Do not be governed by them. Take Marcus Aurelius, perhaps, the most famous of the Stoics, and a man who lived not in a peaceful retreat, but on the battlefield of history. As emperor of Rome, he faced plagues, wars, and political conspiracies. Every day he had reason to be enraged, afraid, overwhelmed. Yet in his private journal, now known as the Meditations, he wrote not with bitterness, but with humility and clarity. He reminded himself daily of the importance of controlling his inner world, even if the outer world descended into chaos. His secret was not magical or mystical. It was emotional discipline, a daily practice of reflection, journaling, and perspective. He reminded himself, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. He knew that if he allowed his emotions to dictate his choices, he would lose the very empire he was trying to hold together. Mastery of self, to Marcus, was not optional. It was essential, and it is just as essential for us. You may not be Emperor of Rome, but you are the ruler of your own mind. Your life, your relationships, your decisions, they all depend on how you handle emotion. You don't have to react to every insult. You don't have to follow every fear. You don't have to be ruled by every spike of anger. You can pause, you can breathe, you can reflect. This ability to respond, but with clarity, with principle, with purpose, is real power. Not the power to dominate others, but the power to remain unshaken, to hold your ground, to stay true to your values even when emotions roar. Emotional mastery does not mean silence, it means wisdom. It means knowing when to speak, how to act, and when to walk away. Through emotional mastery, you transform chaos into clarity. You become a steady presence in a turbulent world. You become someone others look to in times of crisis. Not because you're perfect, but because you are composed. Your calm becomes contagious. Your steadiness becomes strength. In every moment, you face a choice. Be mastered by emotion or master yourself. One leads to regret, the other leads to growth. Master yourself or be mastered. 5. Discipline over drama. Walk your talk. Words are easy. Promises are cheap. It's easy to talk about integrity, discipline, and virtue. It's harder to live them, day in and day out, especially when no one is watching. The Stoic doesn't chase praise or theatrical gestures. The Stoic walks their talk. Every day the Stoic asks, "What kind of person am I becoming?" It's not a rhetorical question, it's a guidepost, because every action, no matter how small, shapes your character. Are you becoming someone who acts with courage or someone who hides behind excuses? Are you becoming someone who follows through or someone who breaks their own word? Discipline is the great sculptor of the soul. It doesn't form in moments of inspiration, but in moments of resistance. When it's cold and you get out of bed anyway. When it's easier to procrastinate, but you sit down and work. When it's tempting to lash out, but you choose patience. These small moments, repeated consistently, forge character. Waiting for the perfect moment is a lie we tell ourselves. There is no perfect moment. Life is messy, unpredictable, unfair. Discipline means acting anyway, especially when it's hard, especially when you don't feel like it. Stoics didn't believe in being ruled by moods. They believed in showing up regardless of how they felt. Success, real success, is not dramatic. It's not a viral moment. It's not applause. It's quiet. It's in the early mornings, the late nights, the hard conversations, the quiet choices. It's built on small, disciplined steps, brick by brick, action by action, integrity by integrity. It's easy to talk about virtue, but can you live it when no one's watching? Can you be honest when lying would be easier? Can you be kind when you're frustrated? Can you follow through when no one would notice if you didn't? That's what walking your talk looks like. It's not flashy, it's not dramatic, but it is powerful. Think of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher born into slavery. He had every excuse to complain, to hate, to give up. But he didn't. He chose to live with dignity and discipline. He taught that we don't control what happens to us, but we always control how we respond. His life was proof. He didn't seek revenge. He didn't seek drama. He sought mastery over himself. You don't rise when things are easy. Anyone can look composed and courageous when life is smooth. But who are you when the pressure's on? Who are you when life hits hard? That's when your true character is revealed and shaped. Discipline means getting back up. It means showing up when you're tired. It means doing what's right even when it's inconvenient. It's the quiet, steady drumbeat behind every lasting success. The path to strength is not lit by drama. It's paved by discipline. So walk your talk. Every step, every choice, every moment matters. The storm is the way. Here's the truth. Hard times aren't detours, they are the path. Stoicism teaches us that we don't need the world to be easy. We just need to be strong. So when life gets hard, don't ask, why me? Ask, what now? Breathe, stand tall, act with purpose. Because everything you need to overcome the storm is already within you. Subscribe for more tools on resilience, growth, and becoming the strongest version of yourself. And remember, you are not alone on this path. Keep going. Stay stoic.